तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकथा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा शिवासादि गौरभक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Text called, third text of the Śikṣāṣṭakam called Sadhu Bhushanam. Sadhu means the person who is a devotee or pious guy, or he wants to be spiritually situated. So if you want to become a devotee, you want to be situated in spiritual, be situated, and you want to become a Krishna consciousness, this is your ornament. Bhushanam means something you are wearing. So if you go to Vrindavan, there is one kind of devotees, they write this in some materials they will wear generally, normally they do. So that much important yoga it is. So I titled this as attitude adjustment. Okay. So we checked that in the last two sessions, two texts, that Param Vijayate Śrī Krishna, all nourish to the Harinam Sankirtanam. So there we discussed many points. So it's a Param Vijayate, means the supreme victory. The first verse talks about the supreme victory. How something which is called supreme victory. If you see modern world, the victory or success differs for each and individual. If I want to get, if you go and ask the LKG student, if he wants to get some chocolate, that is the victory. That is a successful from mother without getting scolded. The person who is studying 10th or +2 or staying secondary group, they want to get good marks and good college. That is the success. So, like that, if you see the success is first from each and every individual. That is what people behind this successful. They don't know where we have to find our real success, where we have to achieve the real success. So what they do, they will search of success the material world in the temporary format. That's what they go for Guinness World Records, and they have to show their talent of standing upside down, and they do some gymnastics. Recently you might have heard this, I don't know. There is a guy, the person who comes and spits, the saliva, how far it falls. That is Guinness record. That is the one kind of Guinness record, that because this fellow is splitting very far. That Indians normally does. We go to North India, all people will split. With all, everywhere there is a red. Right? For this they achieved Guinness World Record. They want to book up world records. There are so many books, organization, they recognize their so-called this kind of talents. They do this. So success for each and every individual, it differs actually. But for a devotee, success is to achieve the lotus feet of Krishna. Right? For devotee, that is the only one meaning, only one mean, what do you call it? That is the only one solace for a devotee to, how can I please Krishna? How can I please my Guru so that I can please Krishna to achieve the lotus feet of Krishna in Guru Vrindavan? Or we can say, Vaikuntha. How can I reach my spiritual kingdom? Enough of this material sufferings, enough of living in material world. How can I achieve that level success? That is very important in this today world. But we are running behind the success, which gives temporary happiness, temporary enjoyment, but still we behind that. We still be behind that and wasting our whole human life. Sometimes we feel, oh my God, we got human form of life, but by spitting and getting success, it's all crazy stuff, By spitting, I can become a world record winner. For that only we born as a human being. There is no purpose of living only. That's what people say, for your purpose is this, my purpose is to be happy, enjoy in the spiritual world. You may do this thing and you become Krishna conscious, you become a devotee, you become Swamiji, no problem. But that is not, for me also it's not applicable. People are there to say like that. But actually saying it's not like that. They don't know the real identity of themselves, so they are false identification. There are their own false identification. They just stick with these kind of things. So, when you are spiritually dive into Krishna consciousness, there you can see this. It's called sadhu bhushanam. The text teaches you very important information, important instruction Caitanya Mahāprabhu trying to give in this text. So, do not waste further delay. Time, we'll dive into that session. Before starting the session, we will have to offer our most humble obeisances to Divine Basic Abhay Sharanara A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Śrī Krishna. Because of him, we are able to do this Śikṣāṣṭakam, knowing this. So all glories to Prabhupada Ki Jai. So before starting this session, just want to give one Prabhupada pastime. So once Prabhupada is in the initial stage when he went to US, the basic minimum story that Prabhupada went at the age of 69 with 40 rupees in the packet, and he went to in the goods ship. It's not a passenger ship, it's a cargo ship. And he went there by 2 heart attacks, and somehow he reached, and there is nobody there to whom he has to meet, to where to start the consciousness movement. He don't have any clear picture, only he has Bhagavatam and in the heart Krishna, and in the heart Guru's instruction that my Guru told, you are educated Indian guy, why don't you preach in English land about our Krishna conscious movement? So that only one instruction he is carrying by his spiritual master. So that he keep as life and soul, so that he just took after 70 years also, he just took this as very serious thing, and he went. And that time what happened, last some 8 months, he's just finding the possibility in and around what is there, how these people are, or what is their mentality. All these things he's just studying, doing his own homework. How can I preach? See, very wonderfully this and all happening. Prabhupada doing all this thing on that 12 years of Prabhupada's the commitment, which is the preparation is 65 years old. 65 years of preparation make it possible as 12 years of his accomplishment. You can see that. Nobody can do this much effort Prabhupada did for us. So, one such time he became a thing, he just started doing Hare Krishna Mahamantra in terms of But there all the hippies came with drinking mode, having LSD and drugs and all. And they slowly dancing this old guy, something vibrating very nicely. Something it makes me inside. Like that they slowly came. Then he became he just started the movement with by doing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And he found that hippie head, who is called Alan Spielberg. So he is the head of hippies because he is the person who is keeping all these people in the club and giving some parties and giving the drugs and everything. But that fellow attracted to our Prabhupada. Somehow he is okay, but he's very old guy, he looks like my fatherly figure. Maybe he's saying something good for us, let's hear. In that sense, he's connected to Srila Prabhupada. So that time he just wants to arrange some program for Prabhupada so that he wants to chant this Hare Krishna in the night pub. It is not normal this thing, how Bangalore pubs are there in Malleshwarama, which area it is. You go to that area, full of pub only. Which area? Bangalore pub. So when it goes inside, full of smoke, people are drunken, people are having drugs, narcotics, and full smoky. In that, Prabhupada walked alone and he sat. He cannot able to tolerate because he is 70 plus that time. So he cannot able to tolerate the smoke and cigarette smell, and still he waited for that beetle scheme. Dallas gives us this thing, then he hand over the mic to Prabhupada. Prabhupada chanted some beautiful Hare Krishna mantra and he gave one short class, some 5-10 minutes class. And he came out, he cannot able to sit. So everybody is watching how this Alan Spielberg brings this Swamiji from India, and he looks like this fellow looks like the guru for this Alan Spielberg. So all the TV reporters, they went to Prabhupada, and he has his own small staircase in 22 Avenue. He has very small area, this massive gift shop, our place there. In that he has to go to the terrace, there only he has a small room. So to climb up, there is a small terrace, staircase. In that Prabhupada just trying to climbing up, reporters came. Just imagine what I am saying to you. Just trying to imagine what the scenario is. Okay. So that time this reporter came and they asked Swamiji, you are the guru for the Alan Spielberg, who is the head of the hippies. Like that the person they asked, you are the guru for the Alan Spielberg. So like that the person asked, this person is looking like managing this group, and this person is listening to this old man. So definitely you must be the guru. So that is the question asked to Prabhupada. Are you there in the same picture, everyone? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
So that time what Prabhupada did, you know? Prabhupada said the most valuable and so heart-touching for me this situation, said the 4 sentences. So this 4 sentences literally make me to deep into Krishna consciousness after hearing that 4 sentences. So you want to hear that? What is that?
Yes, Prabhu, of course.
Here it goes. So what he says? I am not. What does it say?
I am nobody's master, but everybody's servant.
I am nobody's master. But this is the one sentence. I am nobody's master. I am nobody's guru. But I am everybody's servant. How beautiful it is. just see. And he said that third stanza is even more fascinating. Not even a servant, I am trying to be a servant. He said this. It is not even a servant, I am trying to be a servant for you. And the fourth line is so intellectually Prabhupada that it is not very easy job. How you feel that? Each and every sentence has so deep meaning. Prabhupada said in the fourth sentence, what is that first sentence? I am nobody's master, but everybody's servant. At the same time, not even a servant, I am trying to be a servant. The fourth fascinating sentence is, it is not easy to be a servant. It is not an easy job. How you feel this when the person who is practicing some 65 years of Krishna consciousness, struggling to come US and starting hariḥ Krishna movement in US, speaking this. He is our Acharya, our founder Acharya of the Bhakti. That person speaking this word. But you see us simply not even started preaching, not even bringing the soul to Krishna consciousness, not doing any work. Simply our own sadhana we are doing, that is also not in correct way. Right? Simply just mechanically I am doing some chanting, I am just counting the beats, I am doing little bit seva, very less seva. At proper time, Prabhupada has to bring the vegetables, cook the vegetables, offer to the Lord, and he has to serve the devotees. So the upcoming devotees preaching to that. And after that, they don't know that courtesy and manners, they will put the plate here and there. And they go. They left. Simply they left. So Prabhupada goes and pick all the Gita plates and they put it in the proper thing. He will wash the vessels. He will go for the rest. It's not that easy. Prabhupada said that very deeply. Prabhupada said it from heart. So I am nobody's master, nobody's guru, but everybody's servant. I am trying to be a servant. See, each and every word has meaning. So, the sadhu means humbleness. The sadhu means carry. That is what, why you go sadhu here? Because sadhu means we are so humble. Why you are so humble? So people say, no, outside gender. Don't be so this thing. Be a wise guy. But actually, sadhu is a real wise guy. Very knowledgeable, very intellectual guy. See the words from the Prabhupada. He's telling, he is making the people, he knows he is the master, but he himself what is feeling, I am not the master, I am the servant for them. You just see, people are there to serve only. If you have mentor, if you have your own guru, what we are doing, we are just torturing him. That, please teach me and here, I want to know this, please give your time. Actually, we are doing that, we have to do that. So you are not doing seva, you are getting seva actually from superiors. They have to give you their own time and the busy schedule, and they have to give their valuable instruction for your Krishna conscious soul. This all they does for us. Right? So what we give in return? Nothing. Sometimes we will not come to the class only. This is happening every Saturday, no? I have to attend this Saturday. Let it be on Saturday. It is not like that. Something we are getting from somebody, we should be grateful. Should be gratitude. And that person who is giving also feeling this humbleness. Because I am everybody's servant. When he has to think only, they can do the service to the juniors, the upcomers, the person who is preaching, the people. So it is a serving. Serving the individual Jivatma. How can I uplift this individual Jivatma? At least up to my level. Anyway, I have to want to go very far away to achieve Krishna Bhakti. But still, he's so far, he's so patita, he's so far down. I have to bring to my level actually. Then he can walk up to above me also. Sometimes, otherwise we will walk together. But I have to hold him, otherwise he will fall down. So like that, the senior, the guru, Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, they are so compassionate to hold our hand, to take ourselves to reach Krishna's focus. This is the only one thing we can learn very deeply. Prabhupada did that. Because of that only whole world knows what is Hare Krishna means. Who is Krishna means, they don't know. Before Prabhupada, nobody knows who is Krishna. Many of the people doesn't know what is the value of India. But anyway, they know a little bit of India is a culture hub and India is like so many stuff they talk. But because of Prabhupada, India projected very huge weight. So actually victory of a devotee is being humble state of consciousness and do the things. See, Prabhupada said that. And Prabhupada said the third line is, I am trying to be a servant. That means what? When you are taking my service, you have asked your senior that how can I go? This is my doubt. I have problem in this area, so that we can do. Then this reciprocation should be there from the student-teacher connection or junior to senior. Then only senior can help the junior. Senior will not always come and do help. If senior is more available to you, you will not understand the senior's value. They are so compassionate always, whether you are respecting him or not. They are compassionate to you, each and individual Jivatma, because they understand the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. So they want to serve the juniors who are struggling in this material world. But you have to come, you have to also do the things. When you are reciprocated, only their reciprocation will happen. You will get, even Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, that ye yadhamam prapadyante tams tadaiva bhajamyaham. Krishna says, how far you are taking steps towards me, at the same time I will also come to you, to pick you. So it is like a mutual reciprocation. It is a mutual approach. It is not only I am coming and doing things. You also has to come. Krishna saying this, Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter. Edamam prapadyante tams tadaiva bhajam. How much you are coming towards me, that much I will also come to you. This is the approach which our Krishna said in Hare Krishna.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, Guru.
Sriram, something you are adding, something you are using other device or something?
No, Prabhu.
Something is coming to my.
No, nothing.
Okay. So, Prabhupada said that I am trying to be a servant. So, and also said it's not an easy job because it's a big headache for the spiritual master to be a servant. Because the disciple will always give that torture. Disciple may immature. He has to tolerate all these things. So, it is not easy job to take one soul to reach to the Lord of Spirit. because Guru's responsibility. So that's what Prabhupada said, it is not very easy job. So please understand this. So I want to teach that today. So since this topic I told attitude adjustment, Sadhu Bhushanam means that every Krishna conscious devotee has to wear this as an ornament. So it is about your attitude. How Prabhupada's attitude you saw in this conversation. Prabhupada is so humble. He is telling from the heart that I am everybody's servant. You and me cannot say this because we are not reached that level, I think. But Prabhupada, even when he reached that level, he can be able to say this from the heart, core of the heart. So this is called the real attitude of the devotee. So one should have this humble attitude always. Okay. So I want to show some. Last session we talked about mantra. This session we are just talking about attitude. Attitude is the word from the Greek Latin word aptus. Aptus means fitness. Aptus means fitness. So you have to fit into the situation and you should adapt the situation and act accordingly. That is what it is. So we'll carry forward. So as we discussed, this sloka is actually Sadhu Bhushanam, the ornament for the Vaishnava. One must always think of this sloka. This is that much important sloka. So you all, anyway we have started memorize this Śikṣāṣṭakam. Okay, so you will remember the 4 things of this third verse as a Sadhu Bhushanam, wearing necklace in the neck. That much important sloka. Okay, so welcome to the third verse of Śikṣāṣṭakam. So we read already. Trinādapi Sunīchena, tarurapi sahiṣṇunā, amāninā mānadena, kīrtanīyaḥ sadā hariḥ. So we'll go one by one, word to word. Okay. So Trinādapi Sunīchena. So Trināda means as a grass. Trina means grass. Api means likewise. Sunīchena means the grass like humbleness you should have. You should feel yourself the ground, the grass in the ground. Don't think that I know this, I know that, I can do this, I know I have this talent, this skills. It's all build your ego, build your pride. When you have ego pride, you definitely not fall into the lotus feet of Krishna. It will not take you to the spiritual world. When you have this calm, you know the loba, mada, matsarya, lust, anger, greed, false pride, everything only keeping you in this material world. So when you carry all those things, you will not achieve the lotus feet of Krishna. So sadhu means, a devotee means, one should feel himself as a grass in the ground. Why the grass is given as an example? Caitanya Mahāprabhu, why he is talking about grass? Maybe Caitanya Mahāprabhu's time, there is a Caitanya Mahāprabhu hole, there is one devotee, I forgot his name. When he saw the devotee, what he does is, he will pluck the grass from the land, he put it in the teeth and he will pay obeisance. That he is just showing, I am very patita, I am very fallen than the grass. And he fall down the lotus feet of devotee. Any devotee he saw, he does that. Wherever he is, he just fall into the lotus feet and he just showing the grass, putting this. There are devotees very pious, simple sadhu. They feel themselves that I am so meek, I am so humble, I am not at all worthy for having your mercy. So kindly give your causeless mercy to me so that I can become Krishna consciousness. That is the mood of a devotee. It is like why grass again. So you see, if you are walking in the farm field, if you are being in the village, now everywhere is the road only. The road full of this tar, they mix it with the plastic, they make a black road and sometimes cement road, concrete road and that. But if you walk in the grass, if you walk on the grass will not say anything. Why you are hitting me? Why you are walking on me? Why you are crushing me? No, the grass will not say anything. Yes, it will be very silent, very humble. Okay, you are just keeping the leg put on me. No problem. Keep it. That is the mood of grass. That is how this example Caitanya Mahāprabhu. A sadhu means, devotee means, he has to feel always himself humble. Not like always feel low, inferior. There is a difference between inferiority and humbleness. There is one line there. But nowadays I am not seeing that. Don't see people who are born outside but who know them. They don't have that sense only. They have attitude of talking to anybody, even the spiritually elevated guys. Simply they go and talk. They don't have that fear. They don't have that respect and humbleness. Many of the people, they come and talk normally. But when we are in the college, when we talk to our seniors, we will go afraid. Nowadays, there is no ragging in the college, and they go easily, jolly. Hi seniors, how are you? Like that. Those days, it's not like that. We should respect him very shortly. We should feel very distant. And they also help us after the ragging period. Comes about 6 months, they will help like brothers and seniors. Those days, that things are there. Nowadays, nothing, no, and they have their own attitude of not respecting anyone. I can talk to anyone. If I go directly and approach people, even whether it is Modi, no problem, I can go and approach. Recently, I saw one reporter when the Pakistan president is walking. How many of you saw that? I don't know. He's an Indian reporter. He's saying, he's just talking when you are going to stop the war against India. India is not doing, only you are doing war, they are defending. So he said, we are in the border, we are silent. Don't ask these questions. Then you don't think that India will not attack, India will definitely attack. Like that, in the presence of president, the small girl, reporter girl, she just blasted. Everybody watched out how she can speak to Pakistan president in Pakistan, in the airport. She did that. Don't have any afraid. But anyway, that fellow is a thing we can ask him. But when you see devotees, when you are having some spiritual connection with some seniors, some devotees, some Śikṣā Guru, you should feel that I am so unfortunate, I am so fallen, I cannot approach him. I should worship him in very fallen, not approaching very distinct, having attitude of this. See, that humbleness always near this thing. I am in front of my Guru is zero. Even I know all the skills, even I know all the technology, even though I know all the talents, in front of my Guru I am nothing. This is the humble. But at the same time, you have to use the same talent, skills for the Guru's seva, for Krishna's seva. If Guru is following Krishna only, so you are doing Krishna seva only through Guru. That is different. But you should have always humble people who are teaching the skill, giving the talent, like your parents, your teachers in the schools and colleges. Because they know better than you. They have experience. They saw all your age, all your phase of life. They have their own maturity. You go humble way only, you can get the knowledge from them. If you are there, I know things, you will not. So keep yourself always in the mode of humbleness. That is very, very important. So always feel like grass. be humble. That is the first line of the text. So it is again a big understanding of becoming a grass of humbleness. So I want to show something important, that how this world, okay, the place when you become more humble, okay, that is the only entry for achieving the spiritual world. You see, this is the spiritual world, the place where there is no misery. You know the meaning of Vaikuntha? Vaikuntha means misery, sorrow, sad, problem. Okay? Vai means no. So the place called Vaikuntha means the place where there is no misery. You see how Krishna is enjoying with the cowherd boys. Every day they are so happy because they are very innocent. They only know Krishna. Whatever problems come, they go to Krishna, please help us. Krishna, please save us. This is the way they are surrendered to Krishna. You see how the Vaikuntha, Goloka Vrindavan, it is like this only. Krishna and Balaram is going in front with the calves, other friends with other calves, they are coming. It's everyday fun. Every day is jolly only. There is no misery. Always fun. Always bliss. Because we are being with Krishna. Always. So this is the very wonderful. You can have fun with Krishna, you can play with Krishna, you can eat with Krishna, you can sleep with Krishna, everything you can do. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is so available in Goloka Vrindavan. Because only thing, you have that humbleness. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, when you are humble, that's what, how maybe in Mahāprabhu movie, your bhakti and humbleness is really, I cannot able to distinguish. Please, what is it? Don't show that much humble bhakti to me, so that I have to come and be a servant of you. So this humbleness, Krishna himself likes, and Krishna also shows it in many days in Krishna Leela. Krishna is teaching as exemplary for us how to become humble. But what we do, we are not that much humble. So the place, our real destination, like this, but with false ego, false pride, false lust, false anger, false greed, we are completely into this. That always I say that we are spirit, we should be in spiritual body, and we should be in spiritual world. But the combination is we are spirit soul, but we are stuck in this material body and entangled with this material world. This is so hard combination. You see, spiritual world is like that. But if you have this lust, anger, greed, all this stuff make you to be in this material world. So this is the real place where we have to live. We are actually meant for this living only. But where we are living, from here we came here. Right? We are here. This is the place we are living. One heavy rain comes in Bangalore, Katam. Right? All places are full of dust, full of. This material world is meant for that one. This is the design of this material. Moreover, we live and we will spoil more, damage more. You see the first picture, there is a purple who are sitting in the same garbage and sending some eatables. Able to see that? People are selling the eatables here. So it is not very great thing that material world is very beautiful, big buildings are there. But this is the reality of Indian world, in the material world. You see people in the left side, people doesn't get the one meal for a day. They suffer with malnutrition. This is the world is like that. But still they got the human body. If they are not understanding the purpose of human body and purpose of human life, we will be stuck in this material world. Now only this place is like that. Just imagine after 100 years, how the place will be. You cannot imagine only. Your future generation, we don't know what they are going to get it in the future. What kind of problem they will face, we don't know. But that definitely it will be very hectic problems only they go through. Because our era is very good era, I can say. After that, the next generation, it's very difficult. Even I never think of buying a water when I was still 5th standard, 6th standard. How can people buy a water? It was a scenario. Everywhere people carry the bottle, they will take this, and if any house they go, they will give water. Whenever we go outside and all, we go to approach any house, we will ask water, they will give. That is the way we live. Now, people in every house, people are buying water. People are paying tax for water. And in future, we don't know how much the water, 1 liter water bottle will cost, the pure water. Everything is polluted by us. We use all the nonsense, plastic, and we will put all the nonsense in the water, field, water, pit, river, we will pollute river, we pollute lake, we pollute well, we pollute pond, everything we do. Finally, our future generation will suffer. Like that, we already, material world design is like that, and we spoil also more like that. So, please understand, when you are being humble and achieving the lotus feet is very important. It is not very easy to live in this material world in the upcoming days. Because Kali Yuga becoming progressive, slowly it is progressive. It is not very easy to live in Kali Yuga. So that we should take this opportunity to understand Caitanya Mahāprabhu's instruction. We have to take it in core of our heart. We have to practice it seriously. And we have to achieve the Krishna Bhakti in this one very lifetime. And go back to God. If not, we don't have any chance to achieve the lotus feet. Because we have Guru, the living example, who is guiding us, who is taking responsibility of us. This, we have to take mileage from them and we have to achieve our own perfection in spiritual. If we are not doing that, we are wasting only. Okay, I'll stop here. Still, I want to end with this, to say that we are here. We are still here. That is the point I want to make. But it is up to you whether you want to be here or you want to choose your next life very well. It is up to you. Okay? So I'll stop here. We will continue tomorrow, hopefully. So I'm traveling tomorrow. Still I try to connect. I'll take my laptop, everything. Let's see how much is possible. We'll do it. Hare Krishna. Śrīla Prabhupada ki. Śikṣāṣṭakam ki. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu ki. Hare Krishna. Have any questions, comments? You can go ahead. Yeah.
Prabhu, you told that you are telling that you showed one picture, no, Prabhu, this poor people they're sitting, how will they have the mentality of getting out of this world? Because their first priority is how to live, survive. How will they have the mentality? So is it good to donate? Because if we donate, we get punya. So should we take? We should look like that. We should look the situation like that, or we should donate food and money to them.
See, that money will help them to have one meal a day.
It depends, Prabhu. If they use it for.
But when you keep consciousness.
Yes, Prabhu.
Use it for?
No, if they use it for food or something else, it depends on them. If they use it for food, so we can give money, no, Prabhu, or what should we give them? Because they need to survive. Then only they'll have the mentality to think that I have to get out of this material world.
Or this is not happening with ISKCON. We are not feeding people poor, feeding the poor. We are feeding prasadam to poor. Right?
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So now you are able to hear?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we are already feeding the stomach for the people. Okay, for the poor. We are approaching the slum areas. We are giving the feeding this thing. But the moreover, what we do, maybe you didn't see all these things. In Hyderabad, I saw they go to slum area with the van, which is full of prasadam. When people see the van, they come, all parents, son, children, all small children, with plates they come. In the van, always Prabhupada is tṛṇād. They will, Hare Krishna person will, while feeding, they say Hare Krishna. And these people will say Hare Krishna, they collect the food. So, then the person who is going regularly, he will go once in a week and he will give class there. You should not be like this. This is not meant for you. We can uplift ourselves. We are not work for this. We have to achieve that level. I think he give the class. So that people slowly turn to chant. And there are people chanting in slums. People are not eating in non-veg in slums. Can you imagine? That is the real help you can do for the mankind. You have to preach. You have to preach Krishna consciousness to every one of us material people in the material world and make them Krishna conscious. Is the best help you can ever do to the. If not, you are just filling their tummy on a once a day or once a week and going cut the cake in birthday cake in the Anada ashram, orphan child home. It is not helpful. That will, you are doing something temporary. This thing, temporary help will not help. The permanent solution you have to give. What is the permanent solution? To give Krishna conscious to the people, and at the same time you have to feed them. If you are feeding, somebody is getting some food from your hand. They themselves, especially Indians, this is a psychology, big psychology Prabhupada did. When you eat from your hand, they cannot refuse your words. That's what we are so connected to our mother. Because mother is feeding us from the childhood. She is taking care of us. She knows what time has to feed. So we got the feeding from mother in the form of milk, in the form of food, in the form of her cooking and feeding me in the resting mouth in childhood. Then after every resting. So we are so gratitude towards her. So wherever you are getting something from the hand, food from somebody, the hands of somebody, then you are lower than the top. Right? So
Yes.
You should understand, Prabhupada psychologist did. He said that in and around of 3 kilometers of ISKCON, nobody sleep hungry. They should not go hungry. So you have to feed the surroundings wherever ISKCON temple is. So if you are so merciful, you can put the prasadam in the van, go to some rural area, feed them, at the same time preach them. I saw this Prabhupada Dhun is going on. They are feeding people. Hare Krishna, it's going on feeding. People were devotees only serving prasadam and saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna while each serving. They are saying, and these children we don't know, they no knowledge, they are collecting that and they are saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So they are getting sukriti of chanting Hare Krishna, as our first verse and second verse says. We discussed. Right? So it is creating the fortunate in the life of the individual Jivatma. That is very, very important. Okay.
Yes.
You getting this?
Yes, Prabhu.
So first we have to bring the platform of Sukriti. They have to do some pious activities of feeding, eating prasadam, hearing Harinam, chanting Harinam, so that their sins will reduce. Then if you approach them and give Krishna consciousness, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's information, they will accept that slowly. So the preaching is a matter. Preaching is the essence. It's our one of the 4 pillars. Purity is the force, utility is our basis, and preaching is the essence. Okay.
I have one more doubt, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Prabhu, that you told that if you chant Hare Krishna, the side effect is that all your sins will vanish. So, for example, if one person kills a chicken in this life, next life he'll become the chicken, and the chicken will become the person who's killing, and this cycle will keep going. So, if that person chants in one life, so his sin will get over, but the other person will have to get justice, no Prabhu, that he got killed, so he will kill again. Is that like that, or because he chanted, even his sin will get over? Is it like that?
That's what you are seeing in one angle. Okay. There is another angle. I will trying to give that.
Okay.
You are seeing this person is eating chicken, killing chicken, and eating. And next life, this fellow has to become chicken. That chicken has to become human. What you are saying is right, but you just think the chicken. Why it took birth as a chicken in the previous life?
Because it killed.
Previous life of chicken.
Because it killed the person, and then.
Yes.
Okay.
So you are making zero. Your account you are making zero. Then that Jivatma's responsibility, it has to become zero. Okay. Anyway, the karma will come. If you want this also, it is not necessary to become a chicken only. You become a human only, you will get the same chicken as your wife. She will fry you. The same chicken will become your father, torturing mother, disturbing sister, grabbing all your wealth. Anything. It's not necessary you have to become a chicken. You have to nullify the karma. In any form, the karma will decide. That big system it is there. That definitely does according to the time, place, circumstance. So no, you don't worry. You worry about your own karma baggage becomes zero. Make your baggage zero by doing pious activities. How more than pious activities, do devotions. Like how our devotees feeding prasadam, eat prasadam only, chant Hare Krishna, hear Hare Krishna, hear the glories of Krishna. It will create sukriti for you, and at the same time it vanish your karma baggage. Okay, so if you have to see, yesterday I said no, you have to zoom out and see. You have to zoom out the situation and see. You don't see in the same situation where the problem arises. You have to zoom out and see, you will get the clear picture. Anyway, Karma Kanda is so complicated topic. Okay, so we will not into karma kanda and being following karma. Our swadharma is to serve Krishna through Guru. That we are doing or not, that only we are doing. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Thank you for your question. Very nice question. Yes, Nitin.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah.
So you said like a devotee has to be very humble. So how do we increase that quality, Prabhu? Because at one point even we break and we lose that quality for a moment. Like sometimes we get irritated or something like that. But how to be humble constantly, always?
So, this being humble, we can not act always. When you are acting, then you have to break one notch, display it for the crown. Okay. So one day that will happen definitely. But humbleness is moreover the showing of it is a software correction. That is what I gave this topic this word as attitude adjustment. So you have to adjust your software inside. Humbleness will not come externally. You may act, Hare Krishna Prabhu, I'm servant of you, I am very significant, I am very humble servant. You can say, but this has to be corrected in the software. How? By applying philosophy and by taking inspiration of the senior who is so humble. By exemplary way, they are being in the humble state. There are many people, you see Prabhupada is saying this. Take lessons from him. Take inspiration. Get motivation from him. Prabhupada is such a person. He himself telling how I am servant. See so many sannyasis in ISKCON. You see Radhanath Swami Maharaj. He pay obeisances his own disciples.
Yes, Prabhu, I see.
See Jayapataka Guru Maharaj, Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. He does the seva. Even I have a problem, I am responsible for my disciples. I have to do something. I have to engage themselves. I am feeling. So this is humbleness. Because out of humbleness only it will come. Without humbleness it won't come. Getting? So
Yes,
it is
Prabhu.
a software adjustment, attitude adjustment. How can you do that? By feeding the philosophy into your program, to your software. Philosophy program. You use Krishna philosophy, read Prabhupada books, understand the philosophy, feed that into your program. Code it without bugs. You people are
Yes,
don't
Prabhu.
know how to develop the software. Use some
Yes.
Python or some nice software, feed it into your software. Okay. Then
Yes, Prabhu.
be with the people who are exemplarily doing that, being humble with devotees, and those kind of devotees association you should take. Then that will be very easy, possible to achieve that state. This is two ways to get into this thing. Many things are there. So far, if you are asking this question, this is a
Yes,
will
Prabhu.
discuss that in future.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, shall we stop here?
Yes,
So,
Prabhu.
yeah. So if we are like humbleness means, for example, Prabhupada is very humble, but for example, my guru told me to preach. And
Your guru told you.
in example, guru told a disciple to preach, and disciple
Preach.
went to some preach,
Okay,
and
little
and
loud.
disciple okay, and disciple went to another area where no devotees, purely non-devotees who are doing papa. But if I feel, oh, I am lower than these people, I am their servant, how can we preach? Because if we feel we are lower than someone, We cannot advise them. No, 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 that is wrong. This is right. So how can
Why you
this
have to preach?
preaching and this humbleness go together?
The humbleness should come when you see the people better nicely practicing, the seniors who are experienced. You should not feel humble to your this thing. Like you have to show compassionate with humbleness. Anyway, it is there, but compassionate is a one kind of humbleness. It's another dimension of humbleness, I can say. You should show your compassionate to them. It is not you should feel humble towards that fellow. You should feel compassion that this fellow has to become Krishna consciousness. He's so far down. He was like me when I was like that once upon a time. Now I am by Guru's mercy. I got this chance. The same benefit, the same fortune I have to give to him through my Guru. This is the humbleness you should have. It is not you giving something which is you cannot give because you are not qualified, you are not worthy to give. Since Guru Parampara's empowerment is there, you can give. If this is not there, you cannot do anything. No words will come to you from your mouth to talk, to preach them, and to bring them in. It is completely useless. So don't feel so humbleness to your junior who is literally fallen. Then you feel that they are fallen, they are like me. So I have to bring them to my level at least. So you should show compassionate. It is another dimension of humbleness. It is not direct humbleness. Compassion is something different. That's what, if you allow me to talk in Tamil, I can tell all the things. But in English, this much only comes. I don't know how to put it in the English words. Okay. So you understood, no, what I'm trying
Yes,
to say?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So even in the Narsimha movie, that when Prahlad Maharaj is trying to save that one of the classmates from that porcupine, then there will be one dialogue that yes, he's not weak. He is compassionate. Yes, bro.
Yeah.
He's not weak. He is compassionate.
Nice point you brought. I'm trying to tell this, but always I'm quoting from this Mahāprabhu only. Anyway, that is a nice point which Saket gave to you. Because the person which is showing compassion to somebody, it is not, he should not feel he is weak. He is compassionate. So being humble is not weak. There are people who are being humble and compassionate and they are not weak. Okay.
So sometimes,
For
like,
example,
okay.
Hanuman. Okay, he is very compassionate. He is so humble, but he is not weak. Because Prahlad Maharaj, 5 years old, he is actually weak. Since he is a demon's son, he has such much limited capacity only. He is not very strong. But for that humbleness, Krishna has to come only for his humbleness. So Krishna cannot stop. He has to come and serve him. Okay, you want me to come in the pillar? I'll come. You want to come to in this pillar? I will come there also. You want to come to your father's inside? I will come there also. Because he's inside. Krishna is there inside you also, me also, and in the small dust also, the big pillar also is there. Tamil they say, Thuninam Rupan, Turumbilum Rupan. Thun means small dust. Thun means the big pillar. So Lord is available in the small dust, at the same time the big pillar, by the request of the devotee, with great humbleness, with innocent surrender. Yeah. Sriram.
So Prabhu, if when you are humble, if somebody tries to take advantage of it, how is it? How to deal with it?
That is what you have to show your humbleness in the measured way. If people are taking advantage, for them you have to show the different dimension of humbleness. That in humble way also you can fight. Like Hanumanji fired the whole Lanka. He is humble only. He is humble only. If Rama allowed him to vanish whole Sri Lanka, he might have did it within 10-15 minutes. But still, his humbleness is so humble to Sri Ram. He just depends on Rama's word. He didn't do anything much big hangama. Just showed that how my Lord is so powerful. Small servant of me can able to do this much, and how my Lord will come and do. That Hanuman showed. So you should not always feeling like I am very humble. It will not applicable for everyone, especially material people. Where you want to show anger in a correct way, correct measured way, that place you have to show anger. Like Hanuman, he used his anger to fire a Lanka. It is a seva for Krishna only. It's seva for his own master Rama, Lord. Right? So there humbleness will not work out. So when you are approaching the material world people, there should be something. But this will not applicable for your parents, your friends, your relatives. It is I am telling that to overcome, to approach this material outside people. Like you are working, you are going for outside, some traffic you are stuck and somebody is holding you, and somebody hit your car, something like that. Okay, so you don't think that I can allow because I'm humble, people are taking advantage. Because I'm humble, my parents are scolding. Because I'm humble, my friends are bullying me. No, you should not go in that way. Where you should also humble from the heart, that should reflect on the action. Not always feeling everyone you should show humbleness. Not necessary. Wherever you want to show anger, that much measured the level of anger you should show. That is called anger management. You have to manage your anger.